Yeah, so I recently rewatched Avengers Age of Ultron because of a memory of Ultron saying that when everything settles, God throws a stone at the earth. This got me thinking, what if Ultron, who can access all the world's database and for a period of time had access to the Mind Stone, wanted to actually turn the entire world into beings of metal and shared consciousness with himself to not protect the earth from Thanos or an outside force, but from something that's within the earth and cannot be undone by any force necessary. What if Ultron was trying to prevent a celestial emergence? We have collected all the quotes spoken by Ultron, and this makes up a good argument for this theory. So, subscribe if you haven't already, and now let's get to it. Okay, so hear me out. So yeah, what if Ultron, designed by Tony Stark with the help of Bruce Banner and based on Loki's scepter, which was later revealed to be housing the Mind Stone, what if this sentient AI, artificial intelligence, read all of humanity's history and also the Earth and came to a conclusion that something is deeply wrong with the planet and that there is something brewing inside of it, which would only serve as the doom of not just organic creatures but the death of himself as well, if it was ever to be born. So let's analyze his quotes and try to make sense in the viewpoint that we now know about celestial emergence from the Eternals. As you know, everything in the MCU is connected. Earlier events are often shaped by future events as well. Like when Ultron was holding Loki's scepter and revealing what's inside, which is the Mind Stone, he said,
"Typical of humans. They scratch the surface and never think to look within."
That hits deep. When you think about the planet as a whole, humans have lived for thousands of years, and even with the Eternals being there, they had no clue about the imminent danger that's within the core. Yes, I'm talking about the growing celestial that is Tiamat that was going to emerge from the planet in a few years from the Age of Ultron events. Ultron might have known about him due to the Mind Stone, and this would have definitely set up his mission to wipe the slate clean and prevent the emergence, even though human life will die out. What would remain would be metal and a unified collective intelligence that might not be sufficient or even compatible for the celestial seed to feed on, since it needs intelligence to mature. Ultron doesn't really know the difference between destroying the world and saving it. He was born from a mission of Tony Stark to protect the world, but found out that humans are the actual danger to life on Earth. This would also be true when you think about humans as livestock for the celestial inside the planet. Tiamat is constantly feeding off of human sentience, and with a certain amount, he will emerge, and there's nothing on the world that would be able to stop it. Well, except for the Eternals apparently, but Ultron didn't know about the future events that killed Tiamat. In his mind, he was the only one that can prevent it. He also said,
"The human race will have every opportunity to improve."
And if they don't?
Ask Noah.
So there's another line that really hits the mark with this theory.
There were more than a dozen extinction-level events before even the dinosaurs got theirs.
Which could mean that these predators were wiped out from the planet by deviants in order to prevent these creatures from feeding on humans and therefore making the emergence impossible, since there would be no sentient life. So yeah.
When the Earth starts to settle, God throws a stone at it. And believe me, he's winding up.
This one right here got me thinking. As we know now, the gods of the MCU are the Celestials. They are the ones that create the stars and the planets for life to flourish, and in return new Celestials would come out from such worlds. So when the Earth settles, which means as humanity is thriving in the billions, God throws a stone, he is winding up, or also the Celestial will emerge. And that's why humans have to evolve into a collective conscience that might prevent the birth of a Celestial, or at least surviving the emergence. During the fight or confrontation with the Avengers, Ultron stated these words.
"You want to protect the world, but you don't want it to change. How is humanity saved if it's not allowed to evolve?"
Well, it hammers down on the same point that humanity has to change in order to survive the coming apocalypse of the entire planet, or at least prevent such a catastrophe. Yes, of course, he might have meant it in another way, that wars and destroying nature and all that blah 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 was in fact a dark thing about humanity. But the technological advances and colonizing other worlds was also a possibility in order to escape such a fate, a doom caused by their own actions. It's not like the end of the world was coming in a few years due to this. so Ultron's haze has something else driving it. Lastly, the one scene that seals the deal is the conversation between Vision and Ultron towards the end of Age of Ultron, just before Vision kills off the last bot. Vision said humans are odd, they think order and chaos are something opposites, and try to control what won't be, but there's grace in their failings. I think you missed that. This part by itself doesn't really give meaning to the theory I have presented right now, but what follows do. The fact that both Vision and Ultron agreed on an existential threat to humanity.
They're doomed. Yes. But a thing isn't beautiful because it lasts. It's a privilege to be among them. You're unbearably naive.
The fact that Vision himself agreed that humans are doomed means that he also knew something ominous was on the way. Just like Ultron, the Mind Stone reveals many things, but not fully. Even in Civil War, Vision told Wanda that he doesn't really understand the Infinity Stone. In the trailer of the multiverse, let's go on to that, Wanda told Strange that Vision had theories about the multiverse, but they were still just theories. Vision, even with the Mind Stone, might not know everything, but there are hints at what might be. So that's my take on Ultron, and the theory of him trying to prevent a Celestial Emergence. So do disagree all you want, it is just a theory. Discuss down there in the comments if you liked, and try to be polite as much as you can though. I don't think that's possible, but yeah. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. And with that, we come to the end of it, so do hit that like button for support and subscribe as well to be a part of the mindQ family. But most of all, smash that bell icon for regular updates on new videos right here on this channel. Till the next one, take care fam.